Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the Cy-Fair West SQT, here with the head coach of the Cy Springs Panthers, Coach O.G. Fagan. Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us this afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Matt.
All right, Coach. First of all, we're out here watching your kiddos getting ready to play in the SQT here, and 7-on-7. It's not real football. The big guy, the big uglies in the trenches aren't here. We all know how important those guys are. But we're competitive. I know you're a competitive guy. You want to see your kids do well. So when you're watching your kids compete as a cheerleader, because you can't coach, obviously, what do you want to see from your kiddos today while they're playing?
Well, I want to improve their football IQs. I think some of our younger guys haven't played enough football, haven't watched enough football, and we just try to find as much avenues as we can to help them grow. And I think 7-on-7 provides that. As far as our guys getting cohesive in our passing game, we can isolate certain things. So we don't do 7-on-7, so we work on our stuff, our system. So like calls we're going to make 3rd and 10 in November and October are calls that we're working on right now. So we're getting the timing, the cohesion, and just that experience from our guys to get a feel for those things. And for us as coaches, we get to see what are some good things, what are some bad things. And defensively, just, getting some of our young DBs, get them up to speed, and so they can understand alignment, leverages, and they're being tested with so many different routes and concepts now. You get to do a lot of teaching after the fact. You get to sit down and discuss some things with them. They could talk through some things which will help you bang some reps for the fall.
All right, Coach. You guys just got done wrapping up spring football, and the number one question everybody always asks in spring ball, number one, is did you come out of it healthy? And then the second question is, what were you looking to get accomplished out of spring, and were you happy with the effort that your kids put in here in spring ball?
I was excited. I was excited. We finished our spring game last night, and we came out healthy. But one of the goals in spring for me is to really get our offensive line and defensive line up to speed. I was impressed with what I saw from our defensive line. They're going to surprise some people. In our offensive line, we've got a young group, and we're just trying to develop them and getting them out there and working together and working on our base run game, our base protections, our base concepts. That's going to be big for us in the fall. So now we know how we got to tweak things and work with things to get them ready in August.
Okay. Now, we all know Cy-Fair ISD football, very competitive across the board, and there's no off weeks in this district or either of the two districts in Cy-Fair ISD. The competition top to bottom is always some of the best in the state of Texas. When you took over this program, you guys Cy Springs is pretty kind of at the bottom of the district, and I feel like past couple of years you guys have made strides and improved, and you're kind of knocking on the door of becoming a playoff team. What do you guys need to do in 2023 to take that next step and win those kind of make or break playoff games and knock the door down and get into the postseason?
You know what? I guess what's going to be the biggest predictor of that is going to be the next 8 to 10 weeks. Once we get done with school and we get into SAC camp and SSI, we know who we are right now again from spring ball, but now we have to build on that, right? And we have to get these kids together. One of the most important things that I learned is that how much these kids love each other and play for each other and have relationships and ties with each other. That plays a lot into teams you see in the 3rd and 4th and 5th round of playoffs, because you have to love being around one another to embrace the grind and the process that it takes to be successful as a program. So building on that over the summertime and really working on our craft and the little things. Just building on the culture we started a couple of years ago. We came in, we tried to instill a culture that's based on CHOP, which is committed hard work, and then DDT, which is just do things right and just do the very best they can and treat everybody how they want to be treated, and just build that into just laying the foundation for something that's going to be successful.
All right, now final question for you. Cy-Fair ISD, the athletic director, Ray Zepeda, has moved on. Athletic director who hired you has moved on to the UIL and is going to be the athletic director for the whole state of Texas, not just Cy-Fair ISD. So huge for the district. It says a lot about the district, the administration, and I know Coach Flores has been promoted, and Coach Eaton and Coach Ament do a great job in district administration. How supportive is Cy-Fair ISD athletic administration overall for you guys, and how nice is it to work in a district where you feel like you're supported?
Man, it's incredible. I think Cy-Fair ISD is probably one of the best districts around to support from top to bottom. From my principal, my building principal, Dr. Cheryl Henry, to Coach Zepeda, Coach Flores, Coach Eaton. They make sure our kids have everything they need to be successful, and it makes it fun. It allows me to just focus on football and building a relationship with our kids to help them excel and grow into good men, good husbands, and being successful in the classroom.
Coach, appreciate your time. Enjoy watching your kids compete today. And we appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Matt.